Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend as today's Sunday and it's coming to a close. Before we jump into daddy issues, I just want to give everybody a reminder that you should like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content and want to support us a little bit. If you want to support us a little further, you can become a member, which gives you access to some exclusive posts that are coming in the future, as well as you can join our Patreon down in the link in the description below. Joining that will get you into our Discord server where you could also join a waitlist to join any number of our games. And we do have a number of games that have open availability that nobody on our waitlist is available to join quite yet. So, if you are interested in joining any of them, be sure to reach out and let me know. And last bit of announcements that I wanted to save with everybody else is if you followed along the Sunday campaign before Daddy Issues, you may remember that we left off all of the streamed bits with a little bit of a mystery as to what was going to happen with the party. Now, our community knows what happened to the party. Everybody on the Discord server could know if they wish to. However, they did something that is about to have a potentially cataclysmic event happen towards the rest of the known universe. And on this Wednesday at 1 p.m. EST, we are having a universe one-shot where a select few level 18 or higher characters are coming together in order to help protect the world from the law of tethering. Now, this is going to be a lot of fun if you're interested to follow along with what's been happening with some of the people and see what high-level gameplay really looks like and, well, planetary threats look like as well. You should definitely come in and check all of that out with all of us. It's going to be a blast. I know for a fact we will have Icebreaker, but what character Icebreaker is going to play is changing, maybe, potentially. We'll find out. And we will also have Ilvorn as a part of that. And Ilvorn, I believe, said he wanted to play Sir Uric, which should be really interesting as well. So you get to see some very fun characters come together to work and do something pretty awesome. And lastly, we are doing a weekly post on our YouTube channel. I know a lot of announcements, but there's a lot of things happening that are coming up this week. The weekly post is going to be me creating a starting encounter between every level range. Starting this week, we have something that you can do from level 1 to level 3 starting out. That could be a tie into a long-term story, a short-term story, or even just a short campaign. And I'm posting all of those details in that little bit. All you have to do is follow, and you'll see it whenever I post it, and you'll be able to interact. And if you have any suggestions as well, be sure to let me know. We're not going to run the encounter for all of you guys, though, because I'm going to save all the special things for the people playing in the community. But anyways, I believe that's everything for me. Let's get into the game. Alrighty, Shale, tell us what happened last time.
Yeah, last session, group started off in Phelan, not Phelan, the
Palmaflora.
thank you, the resort. Yeah, Palmaflora. Decimated from events that transpired a while back. They had uncovered with the burning of their letters a message that translated out to help fair. They also came across another letter that was hidden nearby underwater, under a rock, and appeared to had been addressed to another sibling by the name of Glendale. It also had some information communicating between our would-be father and that individual. So we decided to set off to see if we might potentially follow their trail outside of the town and led kind of towards the jungle area, almost heading towards the natural path that would eventually lead to Port Damali. We encountered a couple boars, dealt with them accordingly. We encountered a snake named Steve, came across some markings on a few of the trees that seemed to indicate which way to go. Steve tried baiting us into his trap that we expertly did not navigate our way into. And we wound up going further into the jungle region that was ruled by an entity known as Congo. We were also informed that there was another entity ruling a different part of this jungle by the name of Rexy. Within Congo's territory, we came across a treehouse that was inhabited by a furbog by the name of Blueberry. Blueberry was pretty chill guy, gave us some information about people who he had encountered. Somebody had also made his way into his home and I think maybe stolen a couple things, ransacked, made his way through, irregardless, which isn't a word, by the way, and continued on. He seemed to be kind of similar to myself and Miriam in that they had more of a palish grayish complexion. They had some wings that apparently apparated. And yeah, they were not leaving this area with good intent, it seemed. They seemed to upset Blueberry and Congo in the short time that they were here. So we met Congo, kind of got his blessing. We gave him a tribute of some fruit. And he seemed to be okay with letting us kind of make our way through the rest of the jungle forest bit. So we made our way out and continued on towards Port Damali, and we kind of after shortly leaving that area set up camp for the night, deciding we had kind of traveled far enough for that day, so we set up watches and here we are.
Yeah. And you guys already rolled your perception checks for your watches, where the highest roll was a 12. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to do something since he's not going to be.
Low levels. Low levels.
I love it so much. Ah. Hey, you guys didn't see the wind fart in your direction this time. Isn't that great? Anyways, as you are all resting peacefully during the middle of the night, right? I would like you guys to move around the torches and place yourselves where you think you would be. The torches represent the campfire itself. Okay. Also, Shale, if you would like to bring your animal companion onto the map, you're welcome to.
Yeah, it never lets me do that. I drag and drag and drag and nothing ever drags over, so
Permissions.
Well, he has permission to do it. That's the thing that always fucks me up about it. All right, HP. Did you update it to the proper hit points?
Yeah, he's good. She is good.
All right, you should have control over her.
We love you,
And-
Nintendo. Please don't sue us.
And I did as well for my stuff, but it's still the original token as well as
Yeah, I have to.
always starts out at 0.
That. Sorry, everybody.
Is that a xenomorph?
Probably.
I knew Lily was sus.
It has 17 hit points. That's impressive.
Oh, you're that subclass. Okay.
Anyways, do either of your companions have special visions?
Just dark vision.
Dark vision, and it is vigilant.
What does vigilant mean?
Can't be surprised, I think.
So the alert feat on a pet. Nice.
Not really alert, but
It's alert.
It's alert.
I
It
write
is a-
D&D modules. Wouldn't it be fun if there was never any conflict for player characters? That's everybody who works at WotC. Anyways.
To be fair, this thing is effectively a guard dog. This is effectively the ranger equivalent. See,
I would like you all to roll me initiative, please. The only one acting on the surprise round will be your companion. None of you are aware, but it can't be surprised. You all can.
Yay.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, whatever. Looks like for now on, enemies just have to shoot you from 200 feet away.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think my companion can do anything without me telling it to do something.
just like a beastmaster.
Yeah, bonus action. I have to tell it what to do.
Alright, that's all of you. Bandit. Seven.
This music's reminding me of Total War.
Good, good. Alrighty, so as you are all lying there, prone, sleeping, the brothers, this would have been on second shift, which means it would have been one of the brothers, but he slipped away to go shit in the woods. Marion. Mm-hmm. Wait, where'd the character sheet go? There it is. Does a 16 hit you, Marion?
Shield, no.
You can't react to something that you don't know is hitting you.
Oh, fuck, I can't.
You're
right.
surprised!
Yep. Yeah, that
Alrighty.
hits.
As you are lying there on the ground, peacefully sleeping, you feel this sharp pain twist into your side. That'll be 9 points of slashing damage. And then he will use his second attack against you for a 15 to hit.
Can I shield that one?
That one I'll allow.
Yes, it doesn't hit anymore.
As he stabs, he pulls out and goes to stab at you a second time, but an arcane shift happens and pling right off the side of it. His multi-attack is 3 attacks. Okay. And he is
What
going
the
to take
fuck?
his dagger now and try to stab down on you again for a 11 to hit.
That didn't hit without the shield.
All right. So you see this rough-looking individual leaning over top of you, trying to stab you with a scimitar and a dagger, and you see drool is like dripping from his mouth as he looks furious at you. Lily, Tolsha, you're both not awake during the surprise round. Misty is awake for the surprise round. What was the command you gave it when you went to bed?
Protect or stay guard. But quick thing, Joe, is I do remember I ritually cast the alarm spell
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah, you set it to a
So-
silent alarm, so you're awake for the encounter.
Yes.
So you can take your turn.
Okay. Yeah, Lily awake after this happens, and then seeing her brother get hit by this guy, gets up, pulls out that great axe, which she filled with in her state of inspiration after smoking that stuff, and then she puts on the voice box to utter a command as a bonus action to her companion, which I'm trying to find the damn thing again. Sorry, there it is.
Misty, activate termination protocol. Destroy all enemies. And then,
And then
still
you'll see, Yeah, I realized that after I did that. And then Lily will move next to... Actually, no, she'll move here. And then she will go ahead and attack this guy with her great axe, which she kind of messed with earlier. Does a 14 hit?
14 will just barely miss the bandit. As you swing it over towards him, he seems to kind of like skit out of the way from the aggressive swing from you. Freaking out that you're using a very weird voice.
Fair enough. And then with my 6-second stuff, Lily will kind of make a screeching thing with her voice box to basically awaken everyone else.
All right, everybody is awake now. Ah!
Yeah, and I know I rolled Misty's initiative, but I forgot that it's that whole their turn happens right after my turn.
All right, cool. So she'll take her turn now.
Yeah. Terminate all enemies. Moving right there, and is gonna make an attack.
All right, and she gains flanking from you.
Yep. Wow.
12 misses. Yeah. Low levels, guys. Low levels. It goes and tries to slash over at him, but this individual seems somewhat trained in the martial arts. Tolsha, your go.
Well, I wake up and see what's happening around here. Like, you've got to be kidding me. Stand up and yeah, I'm going to. Shoot, gotta make sure this is good. I want to point at the bandit captain as I cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Go ahead, roll that. I believe you have to hit, right?
It is a range attack. I don't know why it's doing it as a spell save.
Well, it's both. On a hit, the target deals only half damage with the weapon attacks that use strength.
There.
At the end of each of the turn, con save to break out of it.
I'll just roll sickness as the attack roll.
Alrighty. That'll miss. 9. It goes flying past the individual into the night.
Bonus action. Healing word. Or no, I can't do that because I searched the...
A leveled spell, yep. Level 3, guys! Level 3!
Other than pulling out my sword and shield, that's all I can do.
Alrighty, which one are you pulling out? It's a bonus action to do up to 1.
Scimitar.
Alrighty. That means it is now the bandit's turn. Two of these bandits run over to where you are lying on the ground, Shale, and you see them after hearing the loud alarm go off as both of them pull upwards with these scimitars and begin slashing down towards you with advantage. Ooh, wow. 16 to hit?
Hit.
With Alrighty. You will suffer 4 points of slashing damage as the scimitar slashes across from you, and then the individual goes, "Where you keeping all your food at?" And the second one is a 15 to hit.
Hit.
Alrighty. He will stab downwards towards you as well, like pierce into your shoulder, but luckily not that bad of a wound for another 4 slashing damage. "Yeah, where's your food?" Like gashing against you. Then, Lily, from up above you, does an 18 hit?
An 18 would hit if I didn't immediately cast that.
Alrighty. Bing! Your shield goes off as well, as you hear the notching of an arrow zoop, shooting down towards you, and you deflect it off the side of your little arcane sparkles. Alrighty, that's all of them. Marion.
I get up, holding my gut in my stomach,
Yep. Now, if they are within the radius of the torches, they are in bright light. You can see them fine.
Okay. You know, you just had to be a generic asshole. And I hold up my hand and I pull the shadows around us and form it into a sword, and I go to strike at him. I'm casting Shadow Blade.
Okay. As soon as you say that, he looks over at you. I got the backstory. All right, go ahead.
No, you're a generic NPC.
Yeah,
no,
you don't have it. You don't have advantage because you're not on a flanking side, and he is in bright light from the torch flames.
Yeah, we
9.
did not roll high tonight.
I mean, yeah. But anyways, that's what you do. You slash outwards at him, and hearing him say that, oh my god, a sentient person, whew, spooks you a little bit. Anyways, Shale, your turn.
It'd be hard getting the food with 2 blades in me, and I'm going to reach down onto my waist and grab something that looks like a rope, and just quickly in a flash make a quick throw at the top one here.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my inspiration to negate the disadvantage, so just a straight roll and throw a bola net on him.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
A 9.
9. You throw the bola upwards, and it just barely misses him as it flies into the air. And you hear Dorothy beside you kind of like stomping the ground for the first time, seem very aggravated since you've known her.
Dorothy, run! And this giant, what probably looks in the dark of night, giant boulder next to Shell shifts up and starts like stampeding away. It is going to attack, but it's effectively running through this guy up top here, so
go for it.
That is going to be Dorothy getting out of dodge with a maul attack.
Alrighty.
12.
That hits.
Alright, and that is... And even the damage, 9 slashing.
9 points of slashing. Dorothy steps on his foot, which causes him to shoot upwards with a loud "ah!" and then hooks into his side as she continues to run through. He's
Bandit,
looking bloodied.
Bandit does get opportunity if he wants it. 1, 2, 3.
All right, strength save. He was not knocked prone. Both of the bandits will take their attacks of opportunity against her.
Sure.
And keep in mind, she only has half movement.
Oh, yeah.
From being prone. All right, 8 to hit.
8 misses.
And a natural 2 misses. Okay. They both swing wildly, but the one guy's like stumbling backwards as he's trying to grip onto his open wound in his gut. Ugh.
As they are swinging towards her, I'll jump up and like try to grab at him, but
yeah,
that's it for me.
Alrighty, the bandit captain is going to look around at all of you. We just came for your food. You give it, you can live. And he is going to... Lily hasn't hurt him. Misty hasn't hurt him. Goliath is scary. Yeah, he's going to swing at Goliath.
Not robotic xenomorph? Okay.
Well, I mean, like, it hasn't hurt him yet, but he's a big dude.
I'm also holding a sword made of darkness.
Yep. And he... Oh, wait, you didn't hit him with your attack, did you?
Nope.
Ah, damn. All right, normal attack. That'll hit, probably. 21.
Yeah, I'm not wasting
not that one.
on that.
All right, so that'll be 6 slashing damage as the scimitar gashes into you.
I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance, which I should have done last time.
Also, Jero.
Yeah.
I take nothing.
Yes.
I get, yeah, for that one, we'll say it hits, but for the next attack, I assume he's going to do it at him. deflect attack from my defender.
It has reactions?
Yeah, the defender.
Wait, is that a reaction or is that a mode you have to set it in?
That is a reaction.
It doesn't say reaction.
It's in the reactions part of the character sheet.
Okay, cool. All right. So, he has disadvantage on the next one. Natural 1 definitely misses. He swings wide now. As his scimitar was kind of like stuck in your side, he swung with the dagger and kind of has to rip it back out again before swinging his third attack at you for an 11 to hit, Marion.
Does not.
Ooh. This time you managed to move and kind of like deflect his blade with your psychic blade as well. Alrighty. Lily's go.
Yeah, Lily is not happy with this fellow who's trying to murder her brother. So
Poorly,
she's
but trying.
Yeah, trying to. She's gonna keep swinging.
Go for it.
Hey, 21. I finally hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Oh shit.
Good damage. Ah, that's what great axes do. You take up the hefty great axe and swing it around where it gashes into his arm that's holding the dagger, and he shouts outwards, "Ah, you're annoying!"
Get away from him!
And
Yep.
that was her action. Quick question. I know how you like to have the homebrew rule with beast companions where you just give them the first command and they follow through. Are we doing that one, or is we doing the rules as written for Steel Defender?
I'm
Or
going to
it's
say
special bonus?
rules as written as of now because they're already so fucking powerful.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then bonus action. I'm gonna have tell Misty to attack when it's on Misty's turn.
Alright.
That's no. Lily's not moving. So
Alright,
Misty's
Misty.
turn. 23.
23 definitely hits.
That-
For 3 points of force damage. It sinks into the ground and then shoves against him aggressively where it goes, ow. It didn't seem to bother him very much. He's a
I'm
sturdy
aware.
lad. All done?
Yep.
Alright, Tolsha, your turn.
First thing, bonus action healing word on Miriam.
Alrighty.
Are you really going to die before your stepsister like that? To someone like him?
Minus the necrotic damage. You heal for 6, Marion, as you feel your blood physically boil in your body, and then your wounds begin sealing up. Not like you're heated, it's just boiling blood.
If I use my action to Sacred Flame the Wounded Bandit.
Alrighty. Ooh. You pull over your hand and you all watch as this dull yellow bright light shoots out from underneath the bandit and he collapses down to the ground, crispy. As the other bandits look at each other and look a little worried now. All done?
It does 1 extra necrotic damage. No, it doesn't, because that was a cantrip. Never mind.
Yep. Now it is the bandit's turn. Disengage. 10. 20. 30. This one up here. Boss, I gotcha! Picks up a large keg and will throw it at your fire.
Oh, fuck you.
Tolsha, Marion, I would like a dex save.
What are the odds it doesn't hit the fire?
It's within their throw range. They can aim for it.
Darn.
30 feet, yeah. Alrighty. Marion, as he does that, you leap forward, trying to duck out of the way as quickly as possible. Tolsha, you see it going down, and something crosses your mind where you just go, fuck. Alright. That'll be 8 points of fire damage to you, Tolsha, half as much to you, Marion. And I need everybody within 15 feet of the fire to give me a con save. So not Dorothy. Okay. So we have Lily success, Marion success, Tosha failed, Steel Defender failed, Shale success. Those of you that failed, you are currently blind for the next minute. You get to make another con save at the end of each of your turns. Marion and Lily, you both see the captain who's, shit, fuck, damn, dumbass, just starts freaking out as he is blind now too. And then this guy's going to attempt to run away.
I kind of imagine the reason Lily and Marion succeeded on that was because Lily did this as a prank to Marion once.
Yeah.
Or something similar.
You fucked up my alchemy test.
Marion, the captain is now blind.
I can take advantage of that and just go around him, and then... He's blind, I get advantage on attacking him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Shadow Blade again. Let's see if this actually is worth it.
21 hits.
Thank you. 10 Psychic.
Ooh. As the blade sinks into his shoulder, no, honey, I miss you. It's psychic damage. You're traumatizing him. That's what.
Oh, right.
Yeah. All done?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Shale, were you stunned?
No.
Or were you blinded? Okay, you're good.
Don't really see where the one guy ran off to, so I can kind of see some shadows moving over here. I'll move up and flicking out a hand axe, going to the captain's back, as I'm sure he's probably not paying too much attention.
Yeah, he's just wildly swinging around now.
15?
Advantage, he's blind, 24.
Natural 24.
Yeah.
That is 9 points of damage.
Ooh.
9. Alrighty.
Oh yeah, with my reaction, I will make him my favored foe, so we'll hop on the last two there.
So he gets 2 more damage?
Yes, he is now
Alrighty.
my favored foe. And Dorothy, I'm just gonna call out to her, "Stay safe there, baby girl!" And she's probably going to rush off. Let's see, where's a good bush? This is a good bush. That's it.
All right. The captain is going to yell out, "Men, run away! We'll attack them again another time!" And, like, he's just going to swing wildly. Let me roll to see which of you he's swinging at. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Lily, he's swinging at you.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that was a really good roll. 20? Dirty.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, wow. 6 points of slashing damage as it connects with you. I'm not out yet. Oh yeah, that's better. 9. And 13.
Nope.
Alrighty. He swings at you 3 total times, and one of them luckily hits you, but, you know, odds of averages. And for the end of his turn, we'll take all of your food and we'll feed them forever. Lily, your turn.
Yeah, Lily's gonna move right here. And I'm not quite sure how you do the line rules with spells, but I don't want to hit Marion, but unfortunately he moved like right there, and that's kind of in the...
I'm gonna give him 3/4 cover because of weaving it between everybody.
Well, because what I want to try to do is hit both the captain and the bandit.
You're gonna have to hit Marion. Oh wait, line? Draw
Yeah,
a
line.
line. Yeah, you have to hit Marion.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Unless you like right there, kind of.
Hey, it's not your turn. Don't metagame stuff.
Eh.
And
Yeah,
at that point, you're hitting Misty.
Oh no, I can live with that one.
Okay.
I can fix Misty, but actually, so if I go there, will I hit the captain or no?
You'll hit the captain,
kind of...
hopefully the bandit, and Misty.
Okay. Yeah, no, that case. Yeah, move right here.
Okay.
And then she's going to actually probably take it out of Misty for a bit. Is this like kind of like liquidy stuff that was in there? And she is then going to like pull the trigger and spray down that line that I mentioned.
All right, so I need all three to give dex saves. He has disadvantage for a 12. Failed. Oh, wait, no, he's proficient in that, so 15 is a success. The bandit, however, what is this? It's just a line of damage that shoots out from you, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't have advantage or anything. All right, so everyone's successful except the bandit for 6 points of acid damage.
And then Lily's going to tell Misty to hunt down that one that just got hit. Misty turns its head, its xenomorph-looking head to the bandit, and moves there to attack.
All right, the captain will take his attack of opportunity. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit that bandit?
Yes, it does.
Ooh, shit.
10 points of force damage, yeah. Misty runs over towards it, and when there's a concussive blast into him, he flies against the tree and smashes, breaking his face and falling down.
And,
Tolsha.
I have my hand out as I'm like trying to feel my way out towards going here. Like I feel like the back of Lily's head, like, no, that's not them. Keep going. Like, no, that's still Lily. Still Lily. Then I feel like the bearded face of the band, like none of the other ones have beards, so this one must be the right one.
Yeah.
And hand on his face, I'm casting Inflict Wounds.
All right, straight attack because you would have advantage, but you would also have disadvantage, so straight attack. "24 hits, yeah.
This is gonna be good. That's 3 necrotic.
3 additional necrotic?
Yeah, it's at 2 because it's a 2+ spell level if it has block.
Oh, okay. So that is a total of 9 points of damage. Oh, he is looking really rough. You hold onto the beard and shoot that burst of energy through it, which completely sears off most of his beard, and shit! What the fuck was that? All done?
Yes.
Alrighty, Marion, your turn.
Get away from my sister. And he just like stabs him in the gut if you can.
Go for it. Advantage.
Oh, I forgot to hit advantage.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that does actually matter. 16. As you are slashing towards him, he can finally use his reaction to parry and add +2 to his AC, which just barely misses. Shit.
Oh.
Which one's your sister? It just keeps spinning, confused as shit, still blind. Oh yeah, Tolsha, con save, see if you're blind still.
Didn't he use his reaction attacking the defender?
Oh yeah, good point, that still hits.
Hooray!
Still blind.
That's 6 psychic.
Oh, he's just barely still standing. No, we have to feed them.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's all I got.
Shale.
Who are you trying to feed, honey? And I'm holding my hand axe up in the air. Held action.
Okay. I will make sure that you know he does not see anything. He's blind still. He's still, like, eyes shut from the searing light.
I'm assuming he can hear.
Yes. All right. Held action. He'll, like, swing in your general direction just wildly. Ah! Natural one. Definitely misses. Trying to feed the kids. Ah! Shit. Where did you go? And he'll swing wildly yet again. Tolsha this time. 11?
Does not hit.
Okay. And he'll swing wildly again. Tolsha this time. 12.
Does not hit.
It's just swinging around wildly. Lily.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit conflicted. On one hand, Lily's an okay person, but on the other hand, this person did just try to kill her and her brother. Yeah, no, that's a big no-no for her. He's going to, well, if he lives through this, that's fine. But Lily's gonna attempt to just slightly turn her axe so it's the flat part of it and smack him.
So are you non-lethaling?
Trying to.
Oh wait, I didn't give him a con save. Oh, he's no longer blinded, so it would have been a straight attack, but flanking.
Well, oh.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to put the. Oh, I'll just roll again.
That absolutely hits. Were you non-lethaling?
It's just literally as he's.
I'm asking the player. Were you non-lethaling?
Yes.
Okay. You take the back of your axe and slam it hard into the side of his head as he's blinking outwards, knocking him out where he collapses down on the ground unconscious. Alrighty. That's the combat.
Who just hit the ground?
Give me another con save, Tolsha.
I'm dying. Help me, Bolsha. Help me.
You blink open and you see that it's just the bandit captain lying on the ground.
Yes, clearly you are dying. Well,
Let out a sharp whistle, and Dorothy comes stampeding back out. Anybody seen Kurt, Bernie? And I'm gonna take a torch out because I can't see anything right now.
That's fair. You could just grab one of the logs from the fire if you would like, or light a torch. Either or. If it's the log from the fire, it lasts like 10 minutes. A torch lasts an hour. So, you light it up, and then you see, lying on the ground still, snoring very happily, is Kurt. Completely unfazed from the whole encounter. And Bernie comes stumbling out towards you all now from one of the bushes. Ooh, it's a... you're all awake early?
You gotta be kidding me.
You didn't hear the sound of attack?
There was other noises that kind of... I'm sorry,
what is it with you two and your bowels?
We're not used to the food on this coast. It's very exotic.
Or eating
They're
rations?
what's known as lightweights.
Shaking my head.
This guy, how's he looking?
The guy on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead. When he was hit by that last attack from Tolsha?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. What attack was that again? It was some magic. The burning fires. It kind of like lit his
Sacred
entire body on fire before falling to the ground.
Sacred flame.
don't think this one's gonna make it.
This one's still alive, though, and maybe he can explain something and why he would attack travelers who are sleeping.
Or we could just tie him up and then leave him with one of the bananas and say, "Here's your food," and walk away.
Are you holding a shadow? Looking at Marion.
It disappears? No.
Honey, there was something in your hand and now it's gone.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She just like smirks at you and then turns. Who threw the fire on that one?
The
That
one
was
that
me.
got away.
No, the one on the ground who's burned.
That was me.
Oh. Very impressive. I didn't even see the torch. You seem to be pretty good with that axe, little one.
Oh, I made adjustments last night. Or I should say earlier.
How are you even lifting that thing up?
And as you see, the surge glove that she once had, it's still like has that crackling energy, but rather than like electrical joy buzzer kind of thing, it seems to kind of actually be fluidly moving through it, and it also travels through the axe as well.
Well, that's probably one of the most impressive things I've seen all day.
Indeed.
Can Miriam medicine the bandit leader to make sure he's not gonna like die from his wounds?
Yeah, roll me a medicine check. Also, Lily, roll me a survival check to tie him up properly.
Got it.
Yep. Nice bow tie. Marion, you're not positive if he'll die or not. I mean, you don't really know that much about the physiology of bandits, unfortunately.
Can I look at the bow tie? I'm like, are you serious? A bow tie?
Are you proficient in survival?
Yes, I am.
Then yes, you can. Because that clearly was not done right.
That's not going to hold anyone, Lily.
Well, I didn't expect it to hold him, but I did expect him to attempt to escape and then Misty here to kill him. What wouldn't you, Misty? Who's a good automaton?
And you all see the automaton for the first time.
I
Marion,
Lily
you've seen the
kinda
schematics.
Finally finished it. Impressive.
That is mildly disturbing.
I certainly don't agree with his approach, but if the man was just trying to feed his children, I think he's definitely gotten the worst of it. His poor
Indeed.
friend over there has definitely gotten the worst of it.
What better way to feed your children than by attacking sleeping travelers and then stealing all of their food?
All right. I say we put him over in that divot there and leave one of the bananas with him.
Well, I, for one, would like to question where his hideout is, because other than food, I assume there would also be treasure there that we could reacquire.
Are you a thief, Lily?
It's not thieving if you're stealing from bandits.
Oh, I'm not asking about the justification, just are you a thief?
Lily tilts her head and kind of has to think about that because there's a lot of
Bernie's
times she may
glaring.
have reacquired some of Marion's things. She also did steal his identity for a little while. It's kind of a Like, am I? I don't really know.
Your rogue is showing.
Yeah, you are clearly trying to multi-class rogue.
Or bard.
Rogue.
Well, while you ponder on that, I think it's probably best if we get the brothers and maybe find a new place to finish setting up our camp for the night. You can bring him along if you want, but I wouldn't feel right doing him in.
Sorry, just the two. Okay, there it is. All right.
And she just like cleans off the blood on both of her shoulders, kind of pats it down, puts a little bit of cloth around it, and goes over to Dorothy, gives her a few pets to calm her down.
By the way, how's Tolsha and Miriam looking right now?
So it's just kind of hurt.
And what about Miriam?
Nothing a sleep won't fix. If I can get one, looks at the sky. How much time is left in night?
That was only second shift, so you guys have another about 4 or 5 hours.
Enough to heal and get spells?
Enough to heal at least.
Okay.
Recharging your spell slots is going to be a little more difficult unless you want to spend more time resting.
Well, Lily will have Misty drag the bandit right there, and then give Misty the order to watch the bandit, and basically, if he comes to, knock him out.
Does Misty have a non-lethal attack option?
I mean,
Force
I don't
damage
know.
is magical damage. That's not non-lethal.
That's fair.
I mean, you could have Dorothy stay up with her.
Dorothy can do non-lethal, yeah.
Dorothy's terrified of him. She's not going near him.
Can I properly time real quick?
Sure can. Roll me a survival check. Though Dorothy hits like a fucking truck. That
Yeah,
damn near
don't
one
get
shot
in her
that
way.
Jesus.
Yeah, Tolsha, you take off all of the ropes and you kind of like roll him onto his stomach, tilt his head sideways, pull his wrists, his feet all together, and hog tie him like that before tying a secondary rope around his waist up to his legs as well, making it so if he tries pulling in any direction, he's pulling his entire body. So he's not going to be capable of moving from that rope.
He shouldn't be able to move from this. High rolls on non-critical things.
I mean, that could be critical. He's restrained.
And Lily will go ahead and, after that guy's taken care of, try to probably like sleep under this tree, but make a quick little like camouflage so that it's hard to see her and Misty.
Okay, give me a survival check.
Ah,
I'm also going to put some rope in his mouth and pull his bandana over his eyes.
Fair enough.
she makes another bow tie out of the leaves.
It's a wreath. Just see, it's well hidden. It's natural looking. A perfect circle.
Man, that's 2 nat ones on the same thing.
So I think now it's you, like as a player, all of your characters are bad with nature.
At least this one makes sense.
Yeah. So anyways, you guys going back to sleep?
Yes.
I mean, per her own advice, Shayla's not camping here. She's going to go if we have to stay nearby, she'll go like 100 feet off, find some trees, just so we're not in the same spot that the bandit who ran away knows about.
Fair enough. Alrighty, so the rest of the shifts go by without a hitch. When morning rolls around, you all wake up, and I don't think I have the morning option of this map right now. No, I don't. Damn.
So for this, we do get a long rest, at least for the HP, right?
Yes, but you don't recharge any of your used spell slots from that encounter.
Okay.
But you do
This
get your higher level ones now, finally. Yay! And Tosha, I think now you finally feel a stronger connection with Dorothy and the nature around her.
You mean Shale?
Shale.
Shale. Damn. Yeah. But yeah. Morning rolls around, everybody. You wake up a little sore from the night before, but more or less perfectly okay. Nothing really too terrible for all of your wounds. Shale, you're fully healed. Same with you, Marion and Tolsha. So you're good with all of that. And as you're waking up, you do see that same bandit from last night walking towards you all with a white, what looks like undergarment attached to a stick as he's approaching you all.
Is that supposed to be a flag?
It's all I got.
Would you care to explain why you instantly attacked us in the middle of the night and tried to kill us for food when you could have simply asked?
Well, you all look like the dangerous adventuring type. Our boss, he gestures over at the bandit who's still kind of unconscious. Just, he was hit really fucking hard. He wasn't sure if all of you were going to, come after our little village and try to kill us. So, we decided to get the jump on all of you.
I mean, there was more incentive to try and find your village after the attack.
Scratches his head. I didn't much think about that.
What is the name of your village?
High Rock.
Is that the place we were going, or was it somewhere else?
No, none of you have ever heard of High Rock.
Is this how you usually gather food for your village?
Recently, yeah.
Why? There's a forest full of giant bananas.
You mean the forest full of giant animals that we're the lowest thing on the food chain?
And giant bananas.
Yeah, but before all of the giant things moved in, we would hunt no problem. Now we're kind of screwed in competing with them.
Yeah, Lily just sighs.
Why not try to fish? The coast is right over there.
Clovis Concord bans us from fishing unless we can pay them taxes for a license.
Well, I mean, Palma floor is destroyed, so how would they even know?
Have you ever dealt with the fishing agency?
No.
Well, around these parts, they take their job really seriously. And we ain't got much in the way of money, but we're willing to pay for the freedom of our boss.
How much?
Perfect. How much?
We've gathered up 12 gold.
Can I insight this pirate?
Bandit.
Bandit.
But yeah, go for it.
Bandits are just land pirates.
19.
He saw his buddy get fucking incinerated. He's just trying to be peaceful now. He doesn't seem to be lying about scrounging up 12 gold. Which, keep in mind, everybody, at your level, 12 gold's a good amount of gold.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh yeah, no, I'm tracking.
I walk over to Lily. Do you still have some of those giant banana seeds?
Yes. And she probably has to, like, she kind of turns her bag of holding upside down to let, like, the giant banana sort of that's in there kind of slip out, and just kind of lifts the bag up, and it's just standing on its own.
Holy shit. Yep, those are as big as we used to think.
If you all don't mind me taking the initiative, I step forward. 12 gold for your boss, and we'll throw in this banana with seeds that you can start farming for your damn food.
Farming? I mean, there might be someone back in town who knows how to do that. Deal! And he takes a small baggie and, like, underhanded tosses, and Marion and Tolsha, you both instinctually, like, flinch, because last thing he threw down here exploded.
Yeah.
But it just lands, like, 10 feet away between Shale and Tolsha. And jingles as it lands.
I'll go over and pick it up.
If
Open
I
it.
might ask,
A
why
lot of
is
silver.
your boss so important to you?
Well, he's been protecting us for the past year and a half or so. Every problem that comes up, he's the one who takes it. He always goes in first, last one out. Even when we have to deal with the fishing authorities, when we tried to fish, he always took the beating for us. So he's a good guy. Ain't too smart, but he's a good guy.
None of you are too smart.
We deserve that. So,
Well, come on. Get this banana and get this boss.
all right. And he kind of, like, slides down this hill very ungracefully. Please mute yourself, whoever has the helicopter in the background. Thank you. And he kind of, like, steps between you all and begins trying to untie the knot.
You do this to every traveler that comes by.
Only for the past few weeks or so.
You wouldn't happen to have seen,
And Lily would probably start describing who were chasing the brother, the tiefling guy, or Awesomer, right? Yeah.
Maybe.
The person, the asshole
Bat
that Blueberry described to us, and she gives more or less the same description.
The pale guy, right?
yes,
With like the wings.
Yes.
I mean, we saw him when he was walking out here, but come nightfall, he just kind of disappeared. We looked for him. Couldn't come across them, though.
did you see the tracks that he left, or the direction?
Didn't leave any tracks. Not that we could find, at least. Maybe the boss man, he was the one actually tracking, and after you, like, cut him loose, Shale, you have to, like, physically saw through the rope in order to get that to be undone. I mean, that is absurdly high. And he, like, slaps the bandit captain in the face a couple of times, and then he opens one of the eyes. Hey. All right, so we have a deal. And he just immediately stands up. Thank you all for the banana. Goes over and, like, lifts it up. Starts, like, walking
Wait.
away.
Tell us about the pale guy.
He goes over towards you, Lily, and, like, leans down and whispers, like, very quietly, so the other bandit doesn't hear him. Listen, I found the guy. He had a little, what do you call that thing? Hole with a rope that came down from it. I climbed up there, got in. He held the dagger to my throat, and he told me if I tried anything, he'd murder me and everyone at the village. And I honestly believed him.
Gotta love rope trick.
Yeah, it's a great spell.
Is there anything else you can tell us about him?
He had a, he had a fancy sounding accent. A little de la type of accent. I've heard a couple of other people have it before. Had one of those, like, snooty attitudes about him. Really confident in himself.
Sounded like an asshole.
Yeah. He also asked me about a different guy. If he came through here and spent any time. It's about everything I know.
Well, here. And Lily will, as he's leaning in, kind of forcibly, like, put in his hands for 5 gold pieces.
Okay, 5 gold pieces.
Yeah. And
Don't keep trying to rob people. Find someone smart and make good investments and trade with the nearby settlement for food if you need it.
I mean, we used to do that, but we no longer have a trade route to Port Damali. The
Why
jungle
not?
is, the jungle's unwieldy right now.
Have you tried talking to Blueberry?
Ooh, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Tall, furry man.
I've never met someone like that before. Wait, you mean the Furbolg?
Yes.
Yeah. He brought people out through here, once or twice. A long time ago, actually. But no, it's that one. He points over at the jungle, not the forest. So, as a reference point... Oh, hello.
Hello.
As a reference point, you all... Blueberry's forest was this foresty area right here. That you
Oh my
walked
god,
through.
we're so much farther south than I thought we were.
Well, yeah,
That's-
you were at
yeah, that's-
Palma Flora, and you had to walk there. It only took you a day to get there, so, like, yeah. That's
Wow.
Blueberry's forest. You guys were all attacked out here. And because it's a wide open plains with a walkway, you walk at a pretty good speed. He's pointing over at the jungle, this area, where
Oh,
there
shit.
seems to be a path that leads directly to it. To catch you up, Ilvorn, the bandits attacked you in the middle of the night trying to steal your food. 2 of the bandits were killed. You guys captured the captain, let the other one escape. They paid you 12 gold to release the captain, and now you guys are hearing their sob story. You were taking a shit on watch. So,
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, a mosquito bit you, and that mosquito had some bad shit.
yeah.
Right. Good to know.
No, both
Yeah.
the brothers have irritable bowel syndrome.
Apparently, yeah. If it happens
like
again,
Lily
it's going to be
said.
canon.
Yeah, like, as Lily said, they're both lightweights.
Uh-huh.
In that case, I recommend at some point making contact with Blueberry the Furball. He could help you with your food problem.
Really? He
He
didn't much
is a
like us
nature
last.
person.
He didn't much like us last time we encountered him.
Did you try to rob him?
He blushes.
That's why. You should apologize.
I know.
You know, if you continue like this, it's just a matter of time before you encounter someone who's not as amenable as we are. And you know what that means, right?
He nods. Alright. Well, I appreciate you all not killing all of us. Looks over at the charred remains of his one friend. Alright. He picks up
Take
the
your giant banana.
Yep.
Ration
And
it well.
the two of them walk away.
Walk off into the sunrise.
And then
Hanu.
after they go, Lily will then share the information that the bandit leader told her about how he did see the guy, that he had a rope trick, and that he was apparently also chasing someone else.
Roll me an Arcana check to see if you know what a rope trick is.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'll Arcana. It's fine. He had some magical thingy-mabobby that allowed him to crawl into a hole. That's
He
what
broke
you know.
time and space and put a rope in it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she shares all that information she learned.
So just to get like a sense of where we are on the map, we're somewhere around this forest, right? Okay.
We're down here.
You're right outside of that, and that is a jungle.
All right.
Clarity.
Right. Yeah.
So everyone gets 2 gold from that pouch.
Nice.
We're rich.
I'll add it to
What?
Kurt. Yeah, Kurt.
Feels a
I'm
bit
trying to
underwhelming,
force
actually.
myself to say the new character names. I'm trying to force myself to say them. Even when I forget, because I have to learn them. It'll take a while.
So apparently we have to walk through a forest full of other giant creatures, as opposed to the gorilla and the lizard.
A jungle, in fact, brother.
Well, it's either that or go on the other side of the mountains. And I don't know what's on that side, as there's no path leading that way.
Well, I mean, we might construct some sort of improvised raft or something and just sort of drift along the coast, I suppose.
But where's the fun of that?
I never said it was meant to be fun. Being a Marine isn't supposed to be fun.
Can we eyeball how far the other coast is, or is that just way too far for the eye?
Step up and roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Guidance.
Is it still dark outside? Or at least
No,
dark
it's
enough?
morning. It's like morning right now. Yeah, you have guidance.
We did get our full long rest in, or?
Yes, but if anybody used spells, they didn't recharge those during the fight. So you're fine.
Soft 20.
Soft 20 is what you call it. All right, let's measure.
If we decided to
with a dirty 20, do not see 50 miles away.
I was about to say, that's kind
However,
of insane.
when you peer off to the side, maybe 10 miles or so, you start seeing beaches connected to the side of the jungle. Yeah, you're tall, so like you do have that height advantage to seeing things, but like, yeah, like there's beaches along the way in case anything happens. I mean, you personally don't know the dangers of what's in the ocean, but Bernie does.
Also, weren't we told about the creatures that were in the water that attacked everything?
I'm sure that's been dealt with by now.
But what if they missed one?
Well, that's why I'm suggesting we construct a raft and just float along the coast. And if something should show up that's, well, from the deeps and that's too difficult for us to handle, then we can skip the raft and head in onto land.
You saw what it did to Palma Flora. I don't want to go anywhere near the water right now if I don't have to. I didn't realize it was that bad.
Have you ever made a boat before, Bernie?
We've. I wasn't the expert at crafting the boats per se, but I know sort of how to guide us if we have one.
Given your background, you would have been trained in emergency rafts. It is a part of the training for what you do. Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, cool backgrounds give you cool things. Like, you don't all have to be acolytes.
So I can construct. Well, help us at least construct some sort of temporary boat. Raft really. That does the job. It's a very rudimentary but basic thing, but it gets us across the water at least.
Marion can't swim.
What?
Lily said Marion can't swim.
Is that true, hon?
There's no reason not to be. He lived in a fort in a landlocked area with the closest body of water surrounded by monsters.
Well, I'm sure we can remedy that at some point.
It seems we have 3 options. To go along the coast, through the jungle, or around the mountain.
The forest is probably going to be quicker and will get us there. My only fear is if we go around the mountain is we might not find him in time. He'll probably have gone off somewhere else and we'll have to keep chasing him.
Well, what exactly is it we're trying to do here? Are we trying to go to Port Damali? Because then going by way of, well, along the coast is way better, I can tell you right away, but if we're trying to track down this fellow, then that's a different story.
Traveling along the beach might be okay, but if something comes from the jungle or from the water, we may have our backs between.
Lily says we may be stuck between a rock and a hard place eventually.
Well, I don't want to like what impose here, but I do have some experience with traversing coastlines, and traveling by water isn't that dangerous. I mean, if we go through the jungle, we might encounter more of these boars or snakes or whatever, and there's generally more things that you can like bump into. When you're on the water, you can see it from quite a distance away. especially if it's big. But, well, of course, unless it attacks you from underneath. But if we follow shallow waters, then that's not too big of a problem. So,
In that case, I think we should defer to your experience on this matter.
I do not disagree that you think it's safer. That very well could be the case. But it seems our long lost acquaintance didn't take that route going to Port Damali. Seems that they themselves are traveling by land, so we might find more clues to where they were or where they were going if we continue on our current path.
right.
Or
Well, Shell, you have... sorry. Go on, Lily.
Yeah, no, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Shell, you have some experience with going through jungles and forests, right? Am I...
More temperate, but yes.
Oh, right. Well...
I have book knowledge on jungles.
Bernie was still talking.
Right. Well, this individual, what was the name again? Did we pick up that?
In the letter, it was Grendel. I
Grendel,
believe Tolsha
yes.
has it.
Grendel, I think that rings a bell. But yeah, anyway, they have approximately 1 week head start, right? So if we follow along the coast for maybe, well, let's say 4 or 5 days before we head inland, then we should be able to
Lily,
gain some. Right.
did they tell you when they ran into this individual?
Jero, I don't think they did, but I'm fairly sure like he might have mentioned that, but
He offhandedly mentioned, not him specifically, it was the bandit, not the bandit captain who mentioned it. He said, yeah, about a few days ago, week ago. So you're looking at between 3 and 7 days.
and
They're
if
not great
we-
at time.
If we go by the water and we do not find tracks, we may actually be able to cut him off instead of just catch up.
Also true. Either way, we save time. And, yeah, I see my dog is playing in the background.
That's fine. I'll allow it.
How many of us know how to swim?
Shale, Bernie, Kurt. You three would definitely know how to swim. Let me look at the map to see if Lily would have learned that before.
well, I mean, yeah, I was gonna say because remember her, like before she moved to the mountains and stuff, she was actually lived in a region like this.
So yeah, you would have learned how to swim at a younger age.
Not a great swimmer, but it's basics.
So the only persons Tolsha knows how to paddle and stay afloat, but you were never near any large enough bodies of water to learn how to like swim through harsh terrains based off of where you're from,
Yeah.
Like they have swimming pools in the city and there's a few creeks and things like that, but nothing really that intense. Marion, do you understand the theory behind it?
Well, this actually depends on you. Does the Lyceum in Elftown have a private pool?
The Lyceum has a private elective for swimming courses, but that elective is reserved for people who are about to go out to do their applied studies, which you did not get that high up yet.
Nope.
Hey, yo, puppy. We need to just get a doggy cam.
Just so you're aware, too, Bernie, Dorothy doesn't swim. She will not be going on a boat.
Right. Well, And that's a problem, I suppose. I mean,
Speaking of that, how heavy is that thing? I point to the automaton.
It's the Defender. It's fucking heavy. It's made
Maybe.
out of real metal.
I
Yeah.
don't think a boat could hold that. Or a raft, to be exact.
Were you trained how to make a boat big enough to hold 8 people with just trees off the back of your hand?
well, to be clear, what I'm trained to make is a temporary transport vehicle over water. It's not meant to be a very long-term sturdy thing to transport lots of materials. It's meant to transport people over a short period.
I mean, I'd say if we were to make our way along the shore, if we were to come across any villages or maybe even people with a sizable enough vessel, we could try hailing them and seeing if we're able to go about that way.
Well, sure.
All right, guys. So let's post your votes in chat.
I'll just also point, I post the sort of thing I have that is kind of useful in this situation, I'd say. The latter part of that thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the moving faster portion also is great too, but like that other one, safely land the boat for sure. Provided a route does exist. So 2 votes for land. Everyone else? There could be a boat for everyone. That's easily enough done. So 2 shore. That's 4. We're missing someone. Land. All right, you guys are sticking to the land, you landlubbers.
All right.
So, you all gather yourselves together and start heading over towards the jungle. As you are moving over there, I will use Dorothy as our place marker so you guys know where you are on the map. You walk up to this very large jungle. Shale, what's your favorite terrain?
No favorite terrain because it's a new hunter, but if you're referencing what she grew up in, it'd be just like woodland, forest, temperate.
Temperate woodland forest.
Yeah, so like, you could think California redwoods or Yosemite, those types of forests.
That might apply. Roll me a nature check, please.
Oh no.
Guidance.
I am not. No. No. Guidance ain't gonna do shit.
4. Huh. As you walk over towards it, yeah. There's a moisture in the air that's even heavier than outside is. That you can easily tell. That is going to make traveling through here tedious for anybody wearing hefty clothing, cloths, and things like that. But that's about everything you can tell from the jungle just by walking in here. And actually, I think now that we've chosen a route, this is a great place for us to go on break, everybody. We'll be right back. and welcome back, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic time. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to become a member here and get notifications early with all of our public posts that we're going to be posting out there about our random encounters or tie-in to campaigns and stuff like that we're going to be doing on a weekly basis. We already posted the first one, so you should definitely check that one out. Go ahead and do that as well. You can also join us on our Patreon. Link to that is down in the description below. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I had tuna salad for breakfast, and it is not liking me very much. But anyways, where last we left off, the party had been awoken in the middle of the night while Bernie was doing the doo-doo, and everyone else was encountering a group of bandits that seemed to be attacking you in the hopes of stealing all of your food. Not typical banditry, but, you know, when it happens. You easily overpowered them, killing 2, knocking out 1, and allowing 1 other to escape, where you discussed what just happened with everything, and then in the morning you woke up and you encountered the one who escaped coming back trying to release his boss, the bandit captain that you all captured. After releasing him and agreeing to the, well, measly, but honestly pretty good payment of 12 gold for it, you all inquired a little bit about if they had encountered your potential other sibling that has been moving through this area. It turns out that the boss, the bandit boss, did actually encounter him and told you all a little bit about him. Apparently, he was able to create a tiny little invisible area in the sky that a rope just fell out of, but none of you know what that is quite yet. So Shale does not have that until 5th level, right?
That's a 2nd level spell.
Exactly, 5th level.
Yeah.
I believe. But yeah. You all learned that he must have some pretty decent capabilities, and did also inquire if they came across a different individual in the past who spent some time out here, which the bandits replied, no, we've never encountered that person or had them spend time here. So, there goes that clue. And after a fairly long debate on if you want to build a raft and take the shore or go through this jungle that has giant creatures inside of it, you all decided to take the jungle path, as some of you can't swim and others feel more comfortable with their feet firmly on the ground. A whole bunch of landlubbers, if you ask someone, but, you know, it is what it is. And that is where we begin, everybody. You have successfully stepped into the Vesdawield tropical jungle. There's a very soft tree for all of the logging around you. You can tell that the tree, it almost bends with the bark as you push against it. It is so very soft. It has a little bit of these furry exteriors all the way across it. As you are moving through, you are walking upon a very simple path that has been carved into this location, seemingly very old and previously very well traveled, though the overgrowth seems to be slowly swallowing this road up. As you are moving through, you can tell that there's a lot of vines draping down between the trees over this road as you are walking, and it is your choice if you all wish to take the time to cut through it or take the time to duck and squat underneath, moving the entire time. You feel the very damp, moist temperature of this area as the humidity begins sticking against your skin. And this is the location you are all in. I know what word I used. Yeah. So.
Going to try my best to find us some sort of path through this place. If there isn't one initially, just keep an eye out for one. Try to make it so it's not so hard to traverse.
There is the made path that has been here a very long time. It's just right now the vines seem to be draping over it as it hasn't been cleaned up in a while or traversed frequently in a while. If you want to cut through everything, that's easy enough. But the path is, there's no trying. You found it. It's under your feet.
Okay.
Super simple. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Roads, guys. They're awesome.
Roads, what are those?
But I would like to know, are you hacking your way through it, or are you ducking and weaving underneath it?
Bernie will be having his axe in hand and hacking away at most of the vines that get in our way.
Hacking with Bernie.
Alrighty, both of you have hand axes, right?
Yes.
Alrighty, it's
Well,
either
I
that
have
or
a battle
scimitar.
axe.
Oh,
I'll hack through. I have the scimitar as well.
It's a one-handed axe.
that's fair enough. It's a lot more to heave that continually with
Yeah.
maneuvering it than a
Bernie.
hand axe that just chops.
It might be a little easier. Do you want, on your shoulder, I mean?
What?
She offers you up like a smaller, lighter hand axe.
Oh, right. Thanks. That's a bit more. Yes.
It won't wear you out quite as quick.
Well, it's good to keep up the stamina, but right.
Honey, we're gonna be in here all day. And she's like taking off her drenched like gloves, armbands, and you see her like pull up her shorts
Right.
and kind of tie them off. You do you, little
Right.
brother.
Right.
Artists.
Well, I have had issues before with my right arm getting much stronger and larger than my other arm because I've been wielding it, too much. But
I have to be curt for a second. That's why I always told you to use two hands, brother. And then he just keeps going.
it's not a two-handed axe. All right. Well, the point obviously flying right above his head.
I'm sorry, but I can guarantee Wyatt would have made that joke. That's the only reason I took
Yeah.
over for a second. So yeah, continue.
So right. Well, thanks.
So
So I just continue hacking away.
alrighty, with the three of you slowing your pace a little bit to make it easier to traverse through. Lily, you said you're just going to be ducking through, so you're going to be taking the lead?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Lily will take the lead with Misty.
Yeah. The two of you are up ahead, ducking underneath. Now, you're pretty tall. You're like 5'7", you said, right?
Yeah, I'm short for a Dragonborn, but Dragonborn are tall. 5'8".
5'8". Yeah. Okay, yeah,
I
you're pretty
can't
tall.
duck.
So you wait behind them as they hack through. Just
7'2", man. I can't duck this shit.
Yeah, I mean, oh no, it just kills your back. Trust me, I'm a tall guy. It kills your fucking back. It's so bad. But anyways, the three of you are moving through. I would like the three of you to give me a athletics or survival check. Your call. Athletics if you're just brute forcing your way through the vines. Survival if you think that'll be an easier way for you to do this.
Who's doing this?
The three of you that are hacking and slashing. So not Lily.
Okay.
Oh,
Lily, you can survivally squat and move.
Right.
It's easy.
Oh.
But how many times do your horns get stuck on them? How many
18.
times do your horns get stuck on the vines, Lily? And you just get a...
She knows how to maneuver with herself. I mean,
with a 9?
I was
Also-
being sarcastic if that wasn't clear. There's no survival check to duck.
I mean, and also Lily's horns aren't as out there as the Bernie Bros.
Okay. Okay. Now, I keep forgetting Dorothy doesn't have any special vision, right?
She has dark vision.
Right. When I say special, I mean like
Hey, that's special to me. I have normal.
that's fair. That's fair. I mean bullshit. And same thing for MK1. And all of you, none of you have any special vision, right?
No tremor sense, no.
Dark vision.
None of you have tremor sense. That's what I'm asking. Okay.
You can call my Steel Defender Misty.
Misty. Okay. And no, it does not. So, as you are traversing through here, Shale and... No, just Shale. Shale, the humidity of this environment is something that you're not really accustomed to, and unfortunately, you have so much fucking hair. It is just sticking all over the place and causing you to become very uncomfortable while hacking through this location. You are slowing down a little bit because of it, but luckily, Bernie seems to be treating this like a fucking workout as he's just plowing through everything, and he's doing all right. He's very solid. And Tolsha, you're just being careful, moving slower than everybody else, and if you really need to with your scimitar, just twisting it a little bit sharper periodically, but mostly it's an easy swipe with your blade. Now, as all of you are moving through here, unfortunately, Shale is starting to breathe much more heavily than everybody else as you're walking through. You're not exactly at disadvantage on any ability checks yet, but you are starting to get that tightness in your lungs from the humidity. It's really nasty. That's up to Bernie. Are you?
Yeah.
Hua!
What is it good for? He's just singing, hacking along.
Oh, it's beautiful. That's worth a DMCA if we get it. But anyways. Moving through this area. Tolsha, roll me a perception check. Okay. No, your guidance is currently helping you with your survival, so you don't have it. Yeah.
9.
Guidance is not always a D4 on everything. It's one thing. Shale, you can participate in this as well. $14. Shale, you hear a fairly deep vibration in the air as you've been moving in this direction that gets a little louder. Jesus fucking Christ, okay. That gets a little louder as you are moving forward. Now, the buzzing immediately kind of, like, initially sounded like flies. But the frequency that it's happening makes it sound like a lot of animals, and it sounds almost like wasps. But it's deeper than wasps you've encountered. You're used to the more like a
There's either something coming towards us or we're moving towards something. Do you hear that?
Oh, what?
Are the animals saying anything concerning?
I mean, that might be why you got the 9 on your perception check. You hear every bird in the jungle constantly screaming, "What the fuck?" Like, nonstop.
Do we all sort of become aware of it once it's pointed out?
When Shale points it out, yeah, you all become aware of it. However, none of you come from a region that would deal with these other than those two. Not yet. It definitely sounds like wasps, but big.
Some buzzing or something. Maybe an insect?
My apologies. Lily turns down her voice box so the static, that violent buzzing stops.
Oh, it's just the voice box then.
No, hun, that, I mean, that was loud, but no, that wasn't it. Just keep an eye out, ear two, if you can spare, and let's be careful here. I'm gonna go ahead and at this point pass without a trace on the group.
Okay. Now, as you all begin becoming a bit more cautious. Are you all quieting down and stealthing?
Yes.
All right.
So,
Now, are you going to continue to slash, or at this point, are you ducking to make less noise?
well, I'm going to focus on trying to like cut away instead of hack away.
So slash instead of a hack.
Yeah, trying not to make as much noise, but at least get away some of the most hindering vines.
Very well. Alrighty. Then I would like all of you to roll me your stealth checks, please.
Alright.
And if I have your marching order correct, Lily's at the front.
And for simplicity, Jero, Dorothy has my same stat line exactly, except she's actually smarter than me. So I'm just gonna roll always for myself and just say that it's the average for us.
Fair enough.
We're getting +10, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're all getting plus
Okay.
10 right now.
Oh, I should roll for my steel defender too, right, Misty?
I also have disadvantage on
Yes.
it, but 14's not that bad.
30's pretty damn good.
Come on. The last of you on the map. Sorry. Bernie's slightly ahead because he rolled the highest. Okay. Now, just for simplicity's sake, I have this map right here. You all should be able to see, correct? Everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
As all of you are quietly stepping through here, your stealth is seemingly keeping you making you unaware, or making the surrounding creatures unaware of you as you are stepping through. Now, the 5 of you, technically 6, but I'm just going to assume he's not engaging in anything, hear the intensity of the wasps increasing. You see further away from you that there is small swarms of wasps hanging by a tree, and then these giant wasps that all look to be about the size of Lily flying in the area. Tolsha, giant wasp poison is actually very valuable. And it's one of the better poisons to work with. It has a very long shelf life without being treated. But yeah, all of you see them.
I'm whispering, the poisons that those things carry are actually quite valuable.
Well, how dangerous are these things?
How dangerous is poison?
The poison's actually quite valuable.
Well, dangerous one, like not valuable.
As far as it's nowhere near a purple worm. Nowhere near a purple worm. But it's better than your mundane average poison that you would pick up from fruits, fungus, and things like that.
I mean, poison is kind of bad, but it's nothing. Unless you get like high dose, it won't kill you.
Are any of you proficient in herbalist kit?
Not herbalist, but I am proficient in alchemy, which might help out with certain things.
Wasp hives have this honey-like interior that's actually a very good conducting liquid for alchemy.
See what you're doing there, Jero.
Oh, I'm just making sure you guys are aware that your abilities are useful.
Well, I'm only spying a few of those things. They're could be more. If we want to try to take a couple of them out, I suppose we could.
Well, why don't you guys stay behind at range a little bit then, and I'll try to draw their attention.
I mean, the bow isn't just for show, dear.
That's what I thought.
Are we really considering picking the wasp?
You're quiet. Move it closer.
Yeah.
Are we really considering kicking the hornet's nest?
Don't kick the nest, dear. Just gonna pick off a few of these wasps is all.
Right.
Alrighty. So you all have the map at your disposal. I will tell you, for every 10 feet you get closer, you'll have to roll another stealth check.
All right.
I mean, the ingredients that those things carry would turn us a hefty sum at the very least.
I'm handing the hand axe back to Shale and pulling out my battle axe.
And if we get the drop on them, we might be able to down a few more of them more quickly.
Right. That's... Well, maybe all of us should try to do as much damage as we can from range then. I can step up front and try to hold them at bay on my shield if they come, when they come closer.
I can make sure that we're all healthy by healing us all.
Why don't we send Misty in first, as she is an automaton, and the poison will not work on her?
Well, stingers might still sting.
That would be useful. They might run away as well. So those of us who can fire at range, I say we just give a signal and do it.
Alrighty. So,
All right.
we have Shale readying a ranged attack. We have Bernie approaching closer. Unless, I mean, you have yeet sticks, right?
Yeah, I have javelins, so I think
yeah.
I'm going to pull out one of those and, get...
Okay.
Let's see. So, how much of an action are we able to prepare for a surprise action?
So long as you don't move more than 10 feet forward, you can prepare whatever you would like to prepare. They seem to be blissfully unaware of all of you.
Right.
Pass without a trace is a hell of a drug at this low of a level.
Yep. Right. So my plan then is to bonus action cast Shield of Faith, step up, and cast the javelin.
Okay. So you're readying yourself with that Shield of Faith.
I'm
Can
prepping Chill Touch.
Okay.
Does Shield of Faith stack?
Not on a single individual.
Okay,
Also, keep in mind, we have the AC rule that we are using in this game. You will not exceed certain AC caps before certain level intervals. Just to make it a fair game for people who don't want to hyper stack AC.
Right. So what's
It's not fair to kill the wizard because someone else has a 26 at level 3.
Yeah. What's the limit at this level?
I think 21 is your guys' limit right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going to get with Shield of Faith. So.
Sounds
I thought it was 23.
You're not level 5
Oh.
or level 6. It's one of those two that it becomes 23. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are low level. 21's a really high AC. The bandits were missing you with like 12s. So yeah. Lily, what are you prepping?
Oh, Lily is just kind of backing away at the ready, but she's having Misty be near Bernie to basically tank.
Okay. And Marion, what are you prepping? Chill Touch. Tolsha, what are you prepping?
I am going to be preparing my short bow.
Okay. So,
Also, cap is 20.
cap is 20 at this level?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Everybody roll your initiatives. Nice.
Wait, didn't somebody roll a 20? I just saw it die with the 20 up and then it disappeared. That's weird.
Yeah, that might have been a lag or something for you. Okay. So, everybody. Bernie, you are first to unleash your attack. Shield of Faith, go ahead and roll me your attack. You have advantage because they are clearly surprised.
Alrighty. 14.
14. Your javelin sails through the open sky and stabs directly through one of the wasps. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah, 6 damage.
6 damage. It stabs into the very large butt of the creature itself, and I don't know what the fuck it's called on these things, so it's a butt. And it slides all the way through as immediately it becomes much more intense, just moving towards you now.
Then I step next to Miss D and just
It's not,
pull out my axe.
and it's not a thorax. That's the thing that speaks to the trees. Okay, Tolsha, your turn.
Abdomen. I want to shoot the same one that Bernie just threw the javelin at.
Go for it. $23 hits.
Ignore the necrotic, it's just 5.
5. As you are standing there, the arrow sails over towards it, this time stabs directly into the chest of this creature, where it kind of like flutters and it looks really bad. You see the ichorus dripping down towards the ground. Alrighty. God, I love low level. Is that it? Yes. All right, go ahead, Lily.
Lily is going to shoot not that one, but a different one. Probably. Which one was getting shot at? I'm assuming this one.
Yes. Oh, you guys can't see their
she'll-
hit points, can you?
No.
Oh, I apologize.
She'll shoot. Let's go with that one
Okay.
with her
now
crossbow.
let's draw your angle to it. It will have 3/4 cover.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Which one would not have as much other than that one?
That one's kind of in between trees. That one's in between trees. That one's in between trees. Like, you put yourself into a tree line. That's what gives it the cover.
Oh fuck. All right, I'll go with the one I originally pointed at then.
I mean, you could step out if you want. This, you guys are engaging now, so 13 hits.
Advantage and it's 13. Oh shit.
Yeah, if,
No, we
if
said
you're
at cover.
you're attacking the. Oh no, that one. Oh, never mind. 13 does not hit. Your crossbow bolt slings outwards towards it and it gets stuck right on one of the hanging branches before colliding with that wasp. Alrighty. Marion.
She'll touch on the one I can actually see at the moment.
From your line, you can see it. as
Don't
you can
matter.
see that one. Yeah, 8 miss. Wait, advantage. Come on.
Oh,
Advantage, buddy.
jeez, I forgot we had that.
Yeah. 13 just barely hits.
Thank God. 3.
You all watch as a ghostly hand strikes through the creature as it shudders and drops down to the ground. Dead. Nice. Alrighty, Shale.
Just training my bow on the clearing in front of Bernie and Misty, and the first one that I see fly out towards us, I'll let loose. That's it.
Nice. So you hold. Alrighty. Bernie, top of initiative, back to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go take a few steps closer. And I think that's, yeah. And bang my axe on my shield and just yell out a sort of, "Oh, come over here, you damn insects!" And use my champion challenge as
Ooh. Roll
again,
that
wisdom
one.
saving throw.
Yeah. All right. Bonus action: compel other creatures to battle with you. Each creature of your choice within range must make a wisdom saving throw. Creatures can't willingly move more than 30 feet away from you. This effect ends on the creature if you are incapacitated or die. Okay. Oh, yeah. Champion's Challenge. All right. The first wasp failed. That was cocked. The second wasp is successful. The third wasp failed. The swarm of little wasps failed. So this is the only one that is successful.
Right.
Now you still have your action. Are you going to hold it until they fly over to you?
After that, I'm going to take, well, a couple steps back. Again, I was just drawing their attention, and well, I'm gonna go there.
Alrighty.
Placing myself somewhat on the side, and just using my action to ready attack against the first one that approaches.
Very good. Tosha! Isn't surprise so good, guys?
Yes. I want to point over at the small swarm and in beast speech say, "Sleep now," as I cast sleep at 2nd level.
In that area?
Yep, focus on here is a 20-foot radius around the small
Yep.
swarm.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Uh, 36.
36. All right, let me... Whew! That's out. All of these in the swarm immediately collapse downwards, as well as this wasp. They all collapse down to the ground, falling asleep immediately.
Does my necrotic damage actually?
No, you didn't harm them. You have to harm them to do that.
And I just had to double check because that I had to read a word on that.
It's damage. It doesn't increase your sleep. Lily.
Yeah, Lily is going to go ahead and move, let's say right there.
Mm-hmm.
And is this a better angle and stuff to not hit the one that fell asleep, but hit one of the ones that are still awake?
To hit. All right, let's draw a line. I'd say this one only has half cover from you.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
she'll
one
hit
is
the one
deep
that
enough in the tree line that it's difficult to target.
She'll aim at the one that's easier. Actually, you know what? She's gonna hold her action with the light crossbow to shoot the one of them when it comes out of its cover. So when it's easy to hit. Oh, and Misty's just gonna take a 5-foot step forward.
Okay. Now, Bernie. This one flies over to you, taking on your challenge, and is going to attempt to sting you. Lily, you unleash your held action. Bernie, you can release yours as well. Jesus Christ. As the creature is flying towards you, you hack all the way through, and Lily's arrow stabs through the chest as the creature is one shot between the two of you. Hey, you two have some good natural synergy together.
Yeah. I look over at Lily and just, very good.
Nobody else held action, right?
I did.
Okay. Well, luckily there's another one. 16 hits.
Nice. damage?
8 points of piercing damage. Oh, it is looking rough.
Just 7. Just 7.
Oh, just 7.
The second is if I make it my favorite foe. So
it is hurt as the creature flies over in the aftermath of its dead ally, comrade, whatever you want to call it, and goes swinging its stinger up towards you. Wait, it doesn't have advantage. Let me reroll. That is an 18 to hit. Misses, right?
Yep.
Oh, with disadvantage. Still misses. It goes flying towards you, and you manage to, parry it off to the side of you as the stinger stabs into the tree, splintering off sections of it and sending that flying. You imagine that probably would have hurt a lot.
Right. Yeah. Good work. Whatever you are, Misty.
Marion.
Alright, I'm gonna chill touch this bug.
Bug.
Chill out.
18 definitely hits.
5.
5. Oh, it's just barely still standing.
All I got.
Alrighty. Shale.
Okay. Turn back around. Dorothy, just follow me, hon. And Dorothy is going to bloop. She begins digging a hole, and I'm going to rush up next to Bernie, and with one hand axe, just come in really quick overhead. 12?
Will just barely hit.
Alright. For 4.
Alrighty. How do you want to do this?
As it's about to take another swing at Bernie, I'm just gonna cut off at the very tip of it, take the stinger off the creature, and then let Bernie just kind of manhandle it down onto the ground.
Alrighty. As the creature is about to thrust its tiny, very large stinger up towards you, you watch as a single hack cuts it off where the ichor begins spilling out feverishly. And Bernie, you're able to easily slam it to the ground and almost push like a tube of toothpaste that's underneath the tail. And, well, we're not out of initiative yet. They're still asleep. Bernie, what are you doing?
Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna move over to that one and just basically, there's no coup de grace, right?
No. You still have to roll to hit and kill. You have advantage, though. And considering it is asleep, that's an auto crit.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Right, yeah, I'm just gonna try and finish it off then.
All right, go for it. 24 absolutely hits, so what was the die?
1d8 more?
Yes, sir.
So, 14 damage then.
Alrighty. You run over towards the creature as it's lying on the ground and twist your battle axe around and just sink right through the head, decapitating it completely in one blow.
Just look back to the others and, this is very good.
Now, Dolsha.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the swarm that's next to Bernie.
Alrighty, so...
The ones next to you, Bernie, are about to wake up as I do this. I give them a heads up.
Oh, they automatically fail. They're asleep. They can't dodge. No. Yeah. Alright, roll it. Yeah.
It's auto crits another d8?
No, it only auto crits when you hit. This is a saving throw ability.
Right.
They can't dodge it. That's your bonus.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You unleash the flame, which kills off a few of them inside of the swarm, and then immediately the swarm begins waking up, and each of the tiny wasps fly away in all different directions, not wanting anything to do with your group and companions.
There's no attack opportunity.
Sure, you kill one on its way out.
Yay!
One lone one. Ha!
I hate you in particular.
And then another one in B goes to the dead one's side. It's like, no, Jerry, you're my brother, Jerry. Don't go towards the light.
Don't worry, only Tolsha hears it.
It shakes his stinger threateningly against me and flies off, plotting revenge.
Yeah, that'll be
I'll take a note.
high-level encounter.
We'll find out if it sells its soul to some demon or fae or something.
Yeah.
My name is Buggy Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
But anyways, you all stand there looking over at the larger hive that still has a number of wasps fluttering around inside of it. This hive, now a typical wasp nest is like, could fit in your hand, small. This one takes up the entire half of a tree dangling off. It is absolutely massive, and there's a lot of tiny wasps on the inside. If you all wish to engage with it, you're welcome to, but there's at least the giant wasps here.
Lily's just basically like stuffing these dead wasps into her bag of holding backpack so that we can do whatever we want to do with these later, away from.
All right.
This one.
So you guys are taking the 3 giant wasps with you?
4, right?
Where's
Wait.
the 4th one?
Oh yeah, no, it is 4. That's right, it was underneath the one that.
Underneath that token.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, 4 of them. Okay, yeah, easy enough. You pick them up and toss all 4 into the bag. Tolsha, roll me a poisoner's check utilizing intelligence.
Okay. Cadence.
Yeah, take them. Okay. So, you all gather them up and continue along your path heading southwards out of this area. Do you guys have a party loot yet? Like handout?
No.
No.
Nope.
All right, Icebreaker, that's going to be your responsibility since you're the one with the bag of holding everybody's using.
Ooh.
All right. So all players can see, all players can edit. Party, loot, Lily. And save. It should update any minute now.
I see it.
I see it.
Okay, good. So yeah, you all continue along the path for a period of time, and then after about 5 hours or so of traveling, it's time for a short rest. Unless you guys want to do a forced march, that's up to you.
Take the short rest. I'll get the poison from the wasps during the short rest.
Okay. Do you have any tools that would assist you in that?
Other than dagger and some vials, none.
Ooh.
I have a mess
Lily?
kit, if that helps.
Lily offers the elven pitcher that she once used as an alchemy jug, but is now just an empty elven pitcher, as something to collect the poison in.
I have vials.
Yeah, but this is a big elven pitcher of wine.
And just, here, put the poison in the wine bottle. I love it. All right. So a mess kit. There is at least the metal bowls and stuff like that could at least hold things in it. So that'll help you out a little bit. Alrighty. So you all travel over to a little area, sit down, and Tolsha, you're going to try to harvest one of these over a short rest?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll me a poisoner's kit check at disadvantage, utilizing, I think it's dexterity to harvest. No, intelligence, knowing what components you want. It's not very difficult. You just need to know what you're looking for.
By the way,
Alright.
who has the bag of holding again? It was Shale, right?
Shale has the bag of holding. You have a bag of holding.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure.
Guidance. 13.
All right. Over the course of your short rest, you have successfully harvested actually, roll me a d4.
Okay. Four.
Hey! 4 doses of giant wasp poison.
Tulsha want to hold on to that, or does that go in the party loot?
I'll put it in the party loot.
Okay, I'll add it.
All right, and let me just copy and paste over what the poison actually does. This is poison that has to be injected or stabbed into somebody in order to happen. It's not one of the ones that you can drink. It'll give you an upset tummy, but, you know, so would X-Lax. Already. And 3 doses of this would fill up literally 3 vials, but for a jug of wine, you're looking at, like, next to nothing. Like, but yeah. You all watch as Tulsha takes the creature out, placing it down, and begins cutting open the thorax, as you all told me it was called. As it is cut open, you see, like, she dips her finger at a few of the different liquids and, like, tastes it. And she's tasting poison, unbothered. And after discerning, yep, that tastes like it could probably kill somebody else, you then open up that entire inside sack and begin straining and draining it, almost like milking a cow into the wine bottle. And it fills up over that short rest.
Should be about 4 doses in there.
That it was ingested or injected?
Injected.
Okay.
She ingested it and didn't care.
Right. Well, having some extra poison on hand could be useful, I suppose.
Indeed. Although it will need to be injected, not ingested. So,
Right, well,
coating a weapon would work fine.
well, I never really cared much for, poison via way of food or drink. It just seems a bit cheap, as it were. Whereas, well, if it's inflicted through, say, a javelin or an arrow, or, well, a wound is, it's a bit more straight up approach, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
But when it boils down to it, it's really just another tool, I suppose.
Indeed it is.
Anybody else thinking it's quite peculiar coming across these larger creatures? I've never exactly seen anything that size. That's an insect.
Yes, it seems the wildlife here is a bit extreme in size, at least compared to what I'm used to from Tal'Dorei.
I saw a giant spider once.
And then Lily shows how big it was, and it's literally just the size of a tarantula.
Oh no. Roll me a D100, Lily. Okay.
So
You
you
did-
haven't been to the land down under where they're about this big and I hold my arms out wide like one of the giant Australian ones.
Oh. I once had a captain who told me he had a fish that was, well, he had lost his left arm in combat, you see, and he was showing me how long the fish he caught was, and he just held up one hand, so it's infinitely long, actually. That's
Sounds like your captain was trying to overcompensate.
well, no, he wasn't actually. He's quite the man's man, if you catch my drift.
So you've seen the fish,
And Lily winks as she says that.
that he was
He just
talking
told
about.
me about this infinite fish.
Did he want to show you this fish privately?
No,
Bernie, you were never a private.
no, I wasn't. I wasn't
Only for a short
privateer.
period of time.
Yeah.
Was he a handyman?
Well, less handy than he used to be before he lost his other hand, but
It's such a walk in the park to get to that ending.
yeah. Oh god, that was hard to sit through. I love it. Character flaws are great, everybody.
Oh, indeed they are.
But anyways, after you've completed your short rest, at this point, Shale, you're still like very sweaty, but you've caught your breath well enough that you think you'll be okay for the next stretch of the journey. Now, you're probably going to have to take a break like this every 3 hours or so, though. Or you could possibly become incredibly fatigued. And that applies to all of you as well. So, everybody, you gather back up. Are you continuing down the path, or are you looking for a different path?
I say continue down the path.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well then, you stand up and begin moving once again. I would like another round of athletics checks from Bernie and survival or athletics check from Tolsha Shale.
So, yeah, so athletics is for hacking right away, and survival is sort of for just guiding through the forest.
No. You have a known path. You know where you're going. It's survival is for the people who are, grabbing, cutting loosely in order to swing it out of their way. The athletics is for if you're just going to cut through it and kind of like brute your way through. It's so that you can still do it even though you don't have that skill. You have a different skill you're using.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I have the same in both skills, so
Oh, that's your
survival
call.
this time. Though, so,
Yeah.
right.
You're done with your morning workout?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been
all right.
rolling really well today.
You all seem to have adapted to the surrounding area incredibly well. Moving quickly and fluidly, cutting through the branches, and even the three of you are like grabbing different branches or vines in like synchronized order to cut through to move even faster through this area. It's honestly quite impressive. Like, the three of you have been hacking away at vines together for years. Almost like second nature to work with one another. And you continue to move through this entire area. Now, passive check.
So tempted to go be like, hey, Kurt, try the poison. It tastes like honey.
Shale and Tolsha, as you're all walking this path, both of you notice that the overgrowth on the left-hand side seems to have been altered and moved over the path deliberately.
I'll stop and, with the scimitar, move that overgrowth out of the way, see what's under it.
All right. You stop everybody. Go over. Tosha, roll me an investigation. $17. You go over to the overgrowth and start like patting your hand and lifting up, and you see a network of loose branches that have leaves on top of it, and then the overgrowth on top of that sitting in the ground, which would suggest some type of primitive pitfall trap.
There's something intelligent out here. There's a primitive pitfall here. Can I move some of the branches aside to see what's underneath it?
Sure. You have to lift the heavy overgrowth, and then you start lifting and picking through some of the branches. Roll me a dexterity check, unless you are proficient in thieves' tools.
I am not.
Okay, then. Okay. You grab one of the branches and, like, lift, and immediately all of the branches collapse downwards, and you see a lot of sharpened sticks, about 5 feet in the ground, pointing straight up.
That would have been painful.
Right. Well, I suppose we should be extra on guard here.
Yes. Lily, do you want to have... Would you mind staying up with us and keeping an eye out for traps as we cut through?
Lily nods.
Jero, was this in the main path, or was this like just a bit off?
It is perfectly in the main path.
Okay.
And by the looks of it, they took overgrowth from the left-hand side as well, just a little further into the jungle, and pulled it over here. Almost like AstroTurf, cutting through and then pulling that over.
So this trap seems like it's made for human prey, as it were, not wildlife.
Or animals taking the main path, one of the two.
Well, true, but animals don't usually follow paths like this.
This is true.
Can I just take a look at some of the sticks that were being structured for this, and like, can I tell if they were just cleanly like snapped off, or were they using a tool of some sort to kind of like cut into it?
Oh, okay. Survival check, please.
Sure.
Guys, y'all have a ranger in the party. Isn't it great?
9.
9. I mean, it definitely wasn't snapped off. If there was a lot of precision or careful work, I mean, it's pretty easy to make a sharpened stick. You get your dagger and sink across it, but it definitely seemed like it wasn't primitive tools doing it. That's about the best you can tell.
Okay, I just share the information.
Yeah.
But sort of based on how it looks, it seems like it's mostly meant to like inflict damage instead of snaring, right?
It does not look like a snare at all. It looks
right.
It's very deep enough that if a person were to fall on it and skewer, they could die, or bleed out slowly. The sticks themselves are about 3.5 feet tall, and it's like, oh, I misspoke before, 10 feet deep. So you would fall, impale, and if that debilitated you at all, you wouldn't be able to climb out before presumably any predator could kill you. This looks like a deliberate trap to kill something.
These kind of traps could be particularly dangerous for if they're covered with feces. They can end up getting infected, and you can end up dying of disease.
Right.
So even if you survive the stabbing, unless you get treatment soon, you die pretty soon.
I suggest we have Misty stay in front.
And basically, Lily has Misty kind of basically be the whole, I don't know what the word for it is, the test dummy, the one that if the trap
Decoy.
does go off, it's the one that would be affected by it.
The
10-foot
drone?
pole.
The robot, yes.
The low man on the totem pole. Yeah.
The
Okay,
red
then.
shirt.
Oh, you're not wrong. So yes, as you put her up there, her up, I don't care. You all presumably walk around it, or are any of you going to be macho men and yeet across?
Before we go, I would sort of prefer it if we actually disabled this trap altogether. I mean,
Do you have a shovel? And time to fill a 10-foot hole.
well, I mean, we can just take out the spikes. And, well, it leaves the hole, but it's not a pointy hole.
I have a suggestion.
Right?
Shale, Dorothy, that when she digs, the dirt has to go somewhere, correct?
Well, it tends to go around her, but yeah.
Yeah, and basically Lily was suggesting like when Dorothy digs, she does the doggy thing where it goes behind her and fills it up.
Dig a tunnel, dig.
I mean, I can get her to go down there, but she's very sweet, but she's not too bright. I don't think I could convey that to her in such a way.
Couldn't you have your, automaton just go down there and roll around destroying the sticks?
Now, there's an idea. Why don't you throw your pet down there?
And the truth comes out.
Misty, destroy those sharp sticks.
And then Misty will basically start going down there to attack the sticks.
All right. Have Misty roll an athletics check. Does Misty have a climb speed?
No.
Okay, 15 is good. It kind of like needs at the side, knocking down some dirt and then sliding down and colliding with the side of one of the sticks that immediately like bends out of the way. And yeah, it's easy enough. She just very loudly starts destroying all of the sticks inside of this hole.
Well, that works.
And now she looks very confused on how to get out.
Lily lowers down her rope of climbing.
And she'll climb that. Alrighty, guys. That only took you about, I'd say, 3 or 4 minutes.
Let us.
All right,
continue
well,
on.
let's go. And,
All right.
be on guard for any more traps then, I suppose.
If we're walking this way, I would like marching order, everybody. I believe you said Misty will be in front.
Shortly followed by Bernie, I suppose.
Very good.
Shale.
And myself, since we're the ones cutting the vines.
I was keeping Misty like 10 feet in front of us, just in case there is like a bigger than normal trap.
Right.
All right. Well, oh, you're putting yourself underneath. Just step beside and underneath. God damn it, guys! It's a 2-person pathway. Just 3 if you want to get cuddly. Anyways. Okay, then. You all continue moving. Another 2 hours go by. And those of you that are hacking and slashing away, Shale, Bernie, and maybe Tosha, like picking up the backside of it all. The three of you are doing okay. Like, you need to catch your breath a little bit, but you're surviving. It's definitely more tedious of a work than most of you have actively done, probably in a while. I mean, actually, Shale, you're a survivalist. The activity is fine. The humidity is not.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you keep on the pathway. After the 2 hours of your travel is done, you come across a disturbance on the road itself that Tosha, Shale, yet again, notice. It looks like the dirt path was recently disturbed in a circle here. Small circle. Maybe about 1.5 foot in diameter.
I just pointed out up ahead. Might have been something by here recently, or could be something similar to what we had before.
Lily, once it's pointed out, Lily will look at it. You said a circle, right?
Yeah.
Can she see if it's some sort of snare?
So you'll step up to be like 10 feet away from it, I guess?
10 feet away from it, but then have Misty, like, get closer.
All right. Roll me a perception check if you're 10 feet away.
Oh, that's wrong character sheet.
Okay. No, not a snare. There's imprints in the ground, almost like something sunk into it slightly in a circle around it, and you look over to the side, and there's little bits of ember that is completely, done heating anything right now, but kind of like brushed into the side of the jungle. Looks more like a very small campfire that was cleaned up quickly.
It seems to be a campfire.
Right.
Nice of it to clean up.
Any footprints?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you go up there and attempt to roll me an investigation? See if you can find any tracks.
Or would that be survival?
I'd say since you're investigating the area for footprints, it'll be investigate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, hey, natural 20. Woo!
Heyo.
All right, that's a 25. You go over there and you look at the rocks that were also like tossed a little bit further away, and those rocks definitely look like they're not from inside of here, like they were brought deliberately with the individual who came here. And then you look over to where those rocks are, and against the tree, you see that same double-etched marking of like an arrow direction that definitely has been the arrow you've been following this entire time. Seems to be pointing directly down the path. Now, funny enough, there's footprints coming from your direction up to the fire. Not really that many, but more like somebody squatted here to make a little fire for a period of time. And then there's no prints anywhere around it. Like, the squatting happened, and then the person didn't move from this spot. But then you look about 10, 15 feet ahead, and you see the tiniest little imprint of where boots seem to impact from above.
over there, there are some boot imprints from someone who jumped from above, it looks like.
It must be from that air hole trick with the rope.
Yes, that sounds likely. Either that or we have some sort of trapper hiding up in the trees.
Can I recall from the same tracks that were back in Palma Flora? Are these like similar in any appearance, Jera?
With your expertise in tracking after creatures and people, yeah. Those look, I mean, it's not a perfect impression, but the side groove looks comparable. And after that, like, initial impact, there's no other tracks to follow. It's just like that was the direction they were heading. Almost like they swung, landed, impacted, and then were careful with their footing.
Fairly confident that these are definitely the same tracks that we had back in the town. I think we're on the right track.
And it looks like this was pretty recent.
How recent?
Well, I mean, there's still embers, so it can't be more than a day.
Well, it's been a tiring day already. Should we continue on, or would we like to rest?
Well, it's not normally a great idea to just rest out in the open. We could continue on for a little bit, see if we might be able to come across a better spot.
Yes, I suggest we also do that.
Agreed.
Fair.
I
So-
want to take one of the stones with me.
Pick up the stone. Pocket.
Mhm.
Okay. I see. Prepare it. Anyways, you all continue up ahead. All right. I would like one of the people in the lead to roll me a survival check. See if you can't find a safer location on this path to hunker down for the night. Yeah,
I
Marion?
will assist.
I'll give it a shot.
Marion,
Guidance?
were you trying to say something? Okay, cool.
18.
18. Continuing along the path, cutting through everything, you're definitely leaving a trail if anything discovers that leads to where you were going. And unfortunately, you know some animals are intelligent enough to pick up on that and might be willing to attack you. So it would be the smarter choice to stop hacking for a period of time so that they think you stayed here, and then continue up ahead on this path, at which point you do notice about 30 feet off the path, there appears to be the hull of a tree that's hollow. And since it's all soft wood, getting inside of there, at least it'll give you respite from everything else, but soft wood absorbs moisture very well. You imagine it'll be less humid inside of the environment. Lighting a fire has an incredibly low chance of actually igniting it since it absorbs moisture all over the place. And it gives you about 300 degrees of cover other than the opening.
Up there, probably be a good spot, at least for tonight.
Yes. Looks very good.
Indeed.
You all go inside. Now, it's only about an hour before dusk, but given the environment that you're trekking through, an earlier rest is not something that you should avoid. But yeah, you all move inside. Are any of you taking normal precautions, exceptional precautions, anything?
As you mentioned, with us moving through the jungle, I am going to take some time to go back the way we came and just make sure there's no clear indication of where we went, to the best of my ability.
Okay. Survival.
Sure.
I was going to assist in trying to do the same thing.
Thank
Alrighty.
you.
23.
Bernie, you're so helpful.
Yeah. We're both kind of survival specialists, I guess.
Good.
Yeah. Wait until you get on a boat. You'll really see.
Then I'll be assisting Bernie.
Yeah. Look at that. Siblings that get along. Isn't it great? That's how you know this is fantasy. Oops. I think I just broke my glasses. Anyways.
No. If it was true fantasy, I went to Game of Thrones.
No,
Sorry.
no.
Hey, that's a good series. I don't care. I don't care what the TV show did to it.
Look at me,
It
brother.
changed some of the context.
Yes.
Uh,
I insist we leave this train of thought.
Boo! Boo this man!
So anyways, the two of you track backwards and you go over the section of the area that you didn't hack and slash through. And unfortunately, while squatting down, your other companions that aren't good at not being noticed definitely left a lot of footprints in the area. If an intelligent creature was following you and they looked underneath the underbrush, they would definitely see footprints up ahead. So you just go through and kind of like sweep across it.
I take Dorothy and have her like path back and forth.
Oh, easy enough. Just back. Yeah. And then, that only takes you an additional hour or so, where you come back and there's already a very small controlled fire that you can cook with available.
Any chance my tent comes with mosquito netting?
No, not a chance in hell.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. And while inside this tree, and after Lily sets up her alarm, can she use probably a cloak or a blanket that she has, and her artificer thing, and make a hammock inside?
What artificer thing are you talking about? I feel like the answer is going to be yes, but I want to know what thing.
It's more or less just like artificer stuff for the bits she has to kind of improvise, but then the other one would be weaver.
All right, I could barely hear you. Roll the ability that you're trying to use.
I was just thinking Tinker's stuff and Weaver's tools to make a hammock.
You know what? I'll allow you. During your watch, you'll be able to make a check to see if you can make something like that. Do you want to take first watch? So while you're doing it, you'll have it for your whole sleep?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say roll me a Weaver's tools.
What's the stat? Intelligence?
Dexterity.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's not bad, yeah. You make a solid enough hammock. In most locations, it's going to be perfectly fine to utilize it so long as, there's an area you can tie it to on either side. Now, this tree is not so incredibly soft that it's going to, implode on you if you tie anything into it. It's just, you'll have to stab through the bark. And even as you do that, you see, water drips down from inside of it. The bark houses the water inside. Alrighty. So, Lily is first watch, apparently. Second watch?
I'll take second.
Third.
Third.
Fourth.
Yo.
And Shale. All right, perception checks, everybody. Alrighty. Somebody roll me a d4.
I will.
Oh no.
4. Damn.
3. And 3 was Bernie?
Yeah.
Bernie.
God damn it, Burry, stop taking a shit.
Sorry. It's that time of the day. It's just...
That time is
just
shit
as bad
time.
as you're just as bad as Rurik at night.
Bernie,
Yeah, at least it's consistent.
while you are sitting up at watch, you know, keeping the embers of the fire alive, just so in the morning when fourth watch is happening, they can easily reignite it with some kindling and cook up a nice, you know, hearty breakfast for people. With your rations. Rations don't have to be dried. You can actually like rehydrate them. They're really good. Or they're really tolerable. You hear outside the snapping of a branch. And it puts you on edge, just to be careful about. You have dark vision, correct?
Yeah.
Do you wish to look out?
I'm going to pick up a nearby stone and throw it at Shale.
Okay.
To wake her up.
I'm sorry. Roll me a dexterity check.
It's not meant to cause harm or anything. It's just
Exactly. Not meant to.
bump into her. Yeah. 15.
Okay. Shale, a little stone hits your cheek.
So,
And like the axe just comes out, like you don't even see her move, and then she looks over at you.
and I'm also hefting my axe. There's something, I think, nearby. And then I'm going to take a look.
Alrighty. As you look out there, you see nothing on the ground. Then you look up near some of the branches. And sitting across 3 different branches from 3 different trees is a crouched creature with golden eyes and very dark skin, 4 legs. And as you are staring up at it, it opens its mouth with these very large fangs. And this is where we're coming back next week.
Oh, can you really see a picture of it?
Once I get a picture of it, because unfortunately that is a homebrewed creature, not one that's in the compendium.
Just check the
Oh,
one
I
I
thought it was
posted
a
in
key
the
weapons.
general chat.
Oh, general chat. But yes, anyways, everybody, thank you all very much for playing. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye.